It was a crazy night in Biggie's house, guys. It was a crazy night. Guys, this is the first time I am seeing this type of craziness in Big Brother's house. This is, you see all this Tandega, Liema, and now that one is surface. This is the first time. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. Guys, Didi and Q. It was a lot last night. In fact, a lot happened last night. I'm going to be taking it bit by bit. Yo, now guys, what I don't understand is how Didi inserted herself in this matter that has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with her. At least, guys, after the Saturday night party, housemates had come into the house and having fun as usual. Everybody trying to, they were eating their pie, doing what's up. Bravo and Trixie were the ones settling their issues. In fact, I'm coming to Bravo and Trixie, guys. They were the main people that had the issue. Not like they were having altercations, but they were the main people that were settling their disputes. And now, Q was in between all of this because Q actually followed Trixie, guys, to the bedroom. I don't want to go into their gist, but just know that Q was the cause of whatever disagreements or whatever they were having, guys. Okay, so guys, finally, Bravo wasn't happy with how Q is moving, and he was accusing Tracy. I don't know where Didi inserted herself from. Shame, guys. I don't know where Didi inserted herself. We were busy watching Buffo and Trixie and other housemates who were talking to them. And boom, boom, that was Trixie raising her voice at Q. Where did you enter? Because I watched this thing from party to, guys. I slept around, right? I slept around too. Didi, I don't know where and where you entered. I don't know where and where Didi entered this whole whatever. Guys, it was when Ashe, I think Ashe, Dube, and Didi. Okay, they were actually watching them from upstairs, guys. Because Bravo, Trixie, Tandega, Melly, and who was there? I think in Wonder, they were downstairs. So they were actually watching them from upstairs. Because camera would show Dube, Ashe, Didi, and some other people listening to them, watching them. What's her name? Neliswa and the Dawn, listening to what they were saying. When I started hearing voices from upstairs, you are this, you are that. Didi started this. Didi started the whole thing, guys. She started calling this guy names. She started, trashing him. You had your issues with him. But as for last night, you guys hadn't any quarrel. There wasn't anything at all. There wasn't any form of altercation. There wasn't any form of, the whole thing has nothing to do with you. It was Bravo complaining about his situation with Tracy and how Q is caught in between, which I'm coming to that gist differently, guys. Didi, there's nothing Didi didn't tell this guy. To me, you are a small boy. To me, you are small. To me, you're a small guy. To him, he's this. Do you know how to shame him with his manhood? With your small, you guys. He said a lot to this guy. That was how she left him on the second day of the second week because he's nothing. Why did he go to Shefani? Blah 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 blah. That's why he rejected him because he's nothing. She's checked him. He's and you guys know. And when Dube was asking her, Are you sober? She said, yeah, I'm sober. That is why the thing is paining me. That's why I can talk. Because me, I felt she was drunk. Because to me, if you ask me, I'll say that girl was drunk. They were restraining Didi. Do you know, to the point where Didi left upstairs, ran down to go and fight Q. She ran downstairs to where Q, because while Q was there, they were trying to tell him to calm down, just calm down, don't say anything. No, Ashe, to me, they were all telling. Sometimes he would just talk, sometimes he would cover himself in the, was it duvet or what he was holding, because he was downstairs. He would just cover up himself. Then the insult was so much. The thing was so much. The guy had to raise his voice and say that was why you were abused. Now I see people all over. If I while I was watching all over the comment, oh GBV is this, is that. Now everybody is. It was, oh God. It was a lot. The guy had to, because of the way Didi was coming at him. Guys, because of the way Didi was coming at him, throwing his sword at him, this thing has nothing to do with you. You are not Trixie. You are not Baffo. Baffo is not even fighting with you. Baffo was just complaining how Q is inserting himself in whatever it is. And the origin of this thing, I'm going to tell you guys what really happened between Baffo and Trixie. Thankfully, they settled last night, but I'm coming to their own gist. But guys, this was the one that really attracted Big Brother's attention. Big Brother had to call Didi to the diary room. Do you know, guys, later this whole fight, when he said that, when Q said that, that was when Neliswa said no, she can't stand where they are saying trash against women. She can't stand where they are doing this against women. She's a woman's woman. She protects women. Blah, blah, blah. Neliswa entered the script, guys. Neliswa and the Don entered the script. In fact, it was almost like the house against Q. Elizabeth entered the script. Oh, you are this, you are that. At a point, Elizabeth was like, she can leave the house tonight. She went and picked. What stand was that she was holding? She wanted to use it. Guys. She wanted to use it to go fight Q. That if she leaves, she leaves. Like, yeah. It was crazy, guys. It was crazy. It was later, everybody, they were blaming the King Wonder. King Wonder is not a good person. Sometimes there's the way he behaves. Because I don't know where he stands. You guys, what did he throwing insults at this young man? This boy didn't say a dying thing to you. And according to Q was like, Didi had, I think, a conversation with Ashe or something, and I think before the party or after the party, I don't know, that he was talking with Ashe and he was just trashing Q. So like the guy had endured a lot. We know that Q, we're not trying to justify what Q said or say Q, you're a nice person. But this lady pushed Q because this whole situation has nothing to do with you. You are not Tracy. It has nothing to do with you. Besides, Baffo and Q were not even having issues. Q was not even responding. He was just listening to what Baffo was saying. And that was Baffo B projecting insecurities, venting his dissatisfaction over the whole Trixie and Q situation. Guys, can you see Lehema? This was Lehema to me. Guys, it was a lot. Later, they had gathered and they were trying to even separate Q from, or separate Gatlaza from Q. In fact, they were saying a lot last night. They said he's using Ilano, that he's this, he's that. They were just complaining. They have mothers, we have sisters. How can you say that other? Please, you guys should not leave the main thing and go face this young man. When you are angry sometimes, You don't have control over what you say unless you have high level of self-discipline and self-control. Because if you'd ask me, guys, Didi is at fault. Didi is in the wrong. You provoked this young man. Nobody. I don't think this punishment should go for one person. The three of them ought to be punished. Didi, Q, and Nelisa. The three of them need to receive biggest punishment. The three of them. Because do you know last night they even started talking about the whole Ilano situation, telling Ilano, bringing in Dene Jones, what Dene Jones said when Dene Jones was still in the house, how she said she can't be friends with somebody who is la la la, like maybe she didn't accept Ilano. Said one I don't know, they said Q is using Ilano and the rest of it, trying to bring Ilana to her side. He knows what Ilana, her personality and community. Ilana said, how come you guys didn't tell me this when they just was around? Like seriously, nobody has come to tell me, oh, Q is using you, Q is this. How come everybody just say talking about it now? Then Ilana, who was like, oh, that she wouldn't stand, where somebody is saying trash against women or saying all sorts of things, that she's going to talk to Q, she's going to have a conversation with Q. But they were just trying to, in fact, they were talking about this whole trans stuff. I said, yo, are you guys allowed to discuss it? Are you guys allowed to discuss it? Really? Yo, and Elisa was like, this was what who mentioned? Okay, it was King Wanda that mentioned what Danny Jones said. It seems Danny Jones is didn't really accept Ilana fully or something, and she was trying to say something. I don't know the statement that said, this person made Q, and Q called Neliswa names. I don't know what said to Neliswa because he said, how can you call me that? I don't know what he called Neliswa. I don't know what he said to Neliswa. And they also brought HKC. He said Q called he said he called who? Like he's really calling people names and all, even the things that happened previously, they were just revisiting it, saying this. So you can see they are gathering there. But Ilano isn't still convinced because this is my person, and nobody has come to tell me, look, this guy is using me or he's using this thing. Why must he be now that things? Yeah, guys, it was a lot. Even after Big Brother had caught them, because the thing was really getting intense. It was getting intense. Big Brother called Didi. Oh God. If I be brother, first of all, ask them to freeze. We rather ask them to freeze more than 3 times. Even in the frozen states they were supposed to be in, their voices were still talking, beginning to punish them. It was a lot, guys. The house was in disarray last night. It was a lot. Both Didi and Nelson are wrong because I don't know where you guys came. Didi, it has nothing to do with you. You just use the opportunity to trash a young man who didn't say a shit to you. And you could see that the guy applied self-control last night. Even when the whole Trixie and Bravo situation, he just tried his best to not to talk, just to control himself. Not until BB started, God, trashing him, saying all sorts of that. Can you come for his manhood? Like, seriously, Didi is wrong. Didi is wrong. Actually, you're the one that is moving from one person to another. That was how she trashed Melly in the diary room. That is not going to be this. Not yet. Every 2 seconds, she's looking at Tandega and Melly. And honestly, that girl for a 21-year-old, the kind of thing she says and does, like, yo, guys, for a 21-year-old is a lot. It's a lot, honestly. A big, if this young man, people are saying, oh, disqualified. If this young man gets disqualified, honestly, it's going to be a lot, and I don't think it will be because what did he say? He didn't. He said, that was why you were abused. He never said, oh, yeah, GBV is nice. Oh, let the women go get some picnic. Let them. No, he only said that was because, it's a lot. It's because of your mouth. It's because of the things you're saying to me. This is the same attitude you were portraying, and that was what made them to, that was what the guy was saying. But, you insulted our mothers. You insulted our, your shame. A lot, guys. a lot, a lot. But I don't know what really happened again after I slept because they were talking about this, doing this. Yeah, Neliswa is a lot. Nelisa, people are even saying let the Don go so that he can see the kind of person Neliswa is because Neliswa is a lot. I don't know, this defending women and all of that. Any little thing you guys want to buy the fight, jump into it. We complain about, oh, Tandeka, last night was the drama. I love that Tandeka and Melly letter. Guys, there is a lot of gist tonight. There is a lot. What I mean, there is a whole lot of gist. I'm going to take it bit by bit. Make sure you're watching all my videos to the end. Please make sure you're watching to the end and share your thoughts in the comment section. If you really stayed up late, to watch, and let me know what you have to say. Didi caused all this problem. Didi caused whatever it is she got for herself because I don't know how and where she entered into an equation that has absolutely nothing to do with her. You are not Trixie, you are not Baffo, you are not killed. So why and where did you suddenly insert yourself into something that has nothing to do with you? And at the end of the day, you're the one acting like a victim. Share your thoughts, guys.